The basis of this program was started by a couple of agents, or 3 or 4 agents actually, in the Texas Hill Country, and we wanted to offer something outside of the agricultural realm that was outside of the youth project or the youth 4-H project, and we wanted something that had some practical application to it, or some more practical application, so that these kids could gain some experience, some knowledge on the industry as a whole, and then even go deeper than that. And we toured some colleges, or we're touring some colleges and that sort of thing, to give them an opportunity to see what's beyond their everyday Texas Hill Country life.
I hope to gain knowledge in agriculture and hopefully learn what I might want to study when I go to college in a few years, and just see the different things I haven't seen in agriculture before.
Well, I'd like to be able to visit some different colleges and view different career paths, and hopefully find one that really sticks out to me and interests me that I could pursue and do for the rest of my life.
I'm a graduating senior this year, and I've already selected a college to go to, but I would like to maybe find a career path that I'm really interested in, because I've selected my degree, but I may find something more interesting that I'd rather study, and so I can find a career path and maybe find some contacts for after college.
As far as this trip, I really wanted to learn more aspects about agriculture and the technology that I'm not aware of yet, and so that way I can use it in the future and also possibly find different career goals that I could learn about that I haven't realized yet.
Donors that we contacted, nearly every one of them, when we explained the purpose and the idea behind the program, they were 100% supportive. It has been probably as eye-opening and as educational for me as it has the youth that are participating on the tour.
This tour has been a really amazing opportunity, and it's really helped me to understand that I think I do want to change my major and become something more agriculture related, because I do see the importance of it and the friendliness of all the people in agriculture compared to some other jobs maybe.
We started out on Sunday to Lubbock. On Monday, we focused primarily on row crop production, irrigation, visiting with Dr. Calvin Trossel, seeing some of the improved irrigation practices that are being implemented on the high plains, seeing the different row crops that are produced in the high plains and how productive the high plains is, as well as they learned a lot about importance of water and in the Ogallala Aquifer, and some of the concerns with Ogallala Aquifer and the lack of recharge, and how that water needs to be conserved in order to extend that production period.
Seeing all the different crops and learning about the different ways that the farmers have to adapt to the water use efficiency has really been an eye-opener for
Texas Tech University then wanted to have a role in talking to these youth and talking to them about how the opportunities that they have up towards that direction and on the high plains. We finished up that part of our trip in the Bayer crop science field. Bayer opened their doors to us and showed us the plant breeding side of things, and then they also showed us how they impact agriculture through the creation and replication of the GMO products that they put out.
We also expanded over into Muleshoe and the Freona Industries area, where we were able to tour some dairy, a 3,500 head dairy, and see some of the new technology and the efficiency and the business aspect of the dairy industry. And I felt like this was very educational for these participants to see the management aspects behind a dairy operation.
My favorite part was also the dairy, because I like seeing all the technology of how they're expanding the herd and the different dairies that are around the country.
We also toured a feedlot, a commercial cattle feeding operation that was about 13,000 head, and we're able to see some of the management aspects, some of the different feed programs and feeding operations, feedstuffs that were utilized in trying to make the commercial cattle feeding operation as profitable and as efficient as possible. We also moved in to Kenyon and were able to tour Timber Creek Veterinary Hospital and see cloning, some cloning that they're doing with horses, as well as West Texas A&M University on a prime yield grade 1 cloning project. That was very educational in learning and seeing how that is implemented.
I think it's very important that people understand this technology. This technology has been maligned, and it shouldn't be. It is a breeding technology that is amazing, and we've done projects that we can show young people how the technology has benefited agriculture.
I think my best part, or the most interesting part that I was very interested in, was the cloning whenever we were in Canyon, Texas with that vet, and learning about how he breeds and runs his own bucking horse line.
We were also enjoy the Texas play. We tried to give some downtime and give these youth an opportunity to improve their public speaking skills and their ability to be agricultural spokespersons with a need to support the agricultural industry. We stopped by the Bradley 3R Ranch in Esteline, Texas, and we had the opportunity to visit with James Henderson, Minnie Lou Bradley, and Mary Lou, her daughter Mary Lou Henderson, and see the historical aspect of some of the ranches and how the commercial seed stock production aspect of cattle industry. And but I think the youth visiting with Minnie Lou Bradley, a individual that has been very instrumental in various vertical integration aspects of the beef cattle industry, as well as being one that always tries to think outside the box. And they really appreciate it, I think, and were inspired by her.
Oh, I think what your extension is doing by bringing these young people here to not only hear our story, but other stories up through here. So many have the wrong idea of just what it's about today. It's not just about, if we didn't have the geneticists sitting there to do this work, if we didn't have the engineers to develop the equipment, if we didn't have the marketers to tell the people about our product, there's so many things that I think, country kids, they see what goes on in the country and that's all. And so it's something great, and this is where we're lacking. We are lacking in having young people to return to production agriculture.
We also had an opportunity to stop by the 4-6s ranch and see their breeding stallions and visit with their breeding stallion manager and see the intensity and excitement that she brings to her job, and how much she enjoys the job that she does, and how she went about working in the horse industry and learning about careers and opportunities that exist in the equine industry. We also came on down and visited in San Angelo with Mr. Chico Denise, and learning about the sheep industry, and visited Angelo State University, seeing the different opportunities and career development ideas and graduate and undergraduate degrees that Angelo State has to offer. In visiting with Chico Denise on the sheep and the sheep and goat feedlot industry, and learning to see the different feedstuffs and marketing opportunities that they utilize in the sheep industry. Wrapping up the tour, we stopped at the San Angelo Extension and Research Center in San Angelo. Marvin Enzer and Marty Gibbs gave us a report and an overall understanding of Extension and some of the career opportunities within Extension. And we also had the opportunity to meet Dr. Reed Redden, our new Extension sheep specialist, and tour the wool and mohair research lab and see exactly how wool and mohair impacts the industry and how it is utilized from the production to scouring and processing all the way into production into a fabric. It's been a very educational overall tour. It's one that we feel like the youth have benefited greatly. They have told us that on numerous occasions.
Yes, and it exceeded the expectations. We got to do so many things and then meet so many people that in our future we could have jobs or just like experience within jobs for an internship that could help us.
I was generally thinking about all we were doing was going to come up here and tour some different facilities, kind of see North Texas, explore, and I was blown away by all the different opportunities that are available up here. Completely exceeded my expectations.
And hopefully spark an interest in their minds to continue in the ag production direction and open some doors for these youth so that someday they can have an opportunity that was even greater than the ones that were given to me.
The most rewarding part of the tour, the activity for me personally, was just to see how the kids really expressed a lot of interest in many of the stops. You know, was excited to see them kind of get engaged and answer some questions, or just feel like they had a little deeper appreciation for you know, the agricultural section, not just in Texas but in the United States.
These young people that we have on the tour have really stepped up and shown an interest in the agricultural industry. They've had opportunities to be spokespersons on various topics of the agricultural industry and have excelled in that area. So we feel very confident that these young people will be leaders of our agricultural industry in the near future.